Hi there, everyone. Now, who is ready to start getting their debt cleared up? There are actually two different methods that are widely used for lowering your debt, and I'm going to be teaching you the snowball method today. I'll go ahead and teach you the avalanche method another day. But I have personally had really good results with using the snowball method, so that's going to be the first one that I show you. Now, Americans have an average of 3.84 credit cards per person. We're going to go ahead and round that up to 4 credit cards in this example I'm going to show you. Now, let's pretend card number 1 has 50, card number 2 has 100, card number 3 has 800, and card number 4 has $1,000 of debt accrued. Now, our first step in the snowball method, well, actually in both methods, would be to figure out what your disposable income is. In this example, let's say that it's $300. Now, disposable income is actually just the income you have left over after you get your base amount that you take home and you subtract out the amount that you need for any bills and also the amount that you need for any other expenses, such as food, toiletries, and things like that. Month number 1 is actually going to be really fun because we get to knock out the debts from the first 2 credit cards and we even have $150 that we can subtract from this one. So now we've gone from 1,950 to 1,650. And, well, we're just going to feel that sense of accomplishment from getting rid of these two just in one go. Now, let's move on to month number 2. In month number 2, of course, these two stay at 0, and you subtract out another 300 from this bad boy. This one stays at 1,000. And in just 2 months, you've gone from 1,950 to 1,350. And we're going to continue this momentum. So, have you ever thrown a snowball down a hill? You just watch it go from a little tiny snowball and start rolling into a really big one. The reason why this is called the snowball method is because it takes the same concept, in which you start off by paying off the tiniest debts, and it rolls on into something bigger. Using this method, we end up completely knocking out credit card number 3 by month 4. And we even have $250 to spend on credit card number 4. And by month number 7, we are debt free. Now, this isn't taking into account interest. So you might have to add an extra month, possibly even 2, depending on what interest we're talking about for your cards in specific. But don't forget that since we knocked out the first 2 credit cards in month number 1, those ones will not be accruing any interest at all. And the interest is just going to be getting smaller and smaller on card number 3, and then eventually smaller and smaller on card number 4. So even though you might have to add on a month or 2, you pretty much end up debt-free and a happy camper in less than 1 year with this amount of debt.